Yo, yo, yo. What is going on, everybody? How are you guys doing today? It's Tesla earnings day. Is it going to make the market? Is it going to break the market? Does the market care? Market's got to care. Do you care? How are y'all doing today? What's up, Justin? What's up, Bradley? Do you guys like the thumbnail? It's like my favorite thing about this stream. How's everyone today? Tell me hello. Tell me how you're doing. All eyes on Tesla today. We got earnings after the bell. This thing's getting tight. I'm taking price predictions. Where's Tesla open tomorrow? What's up, Bob Lincoln? What's up, Alicia Jackson? How are you guys? Hope you guys are doing good. Tesla price predictions. We're going to be doing this for the entirety of the stream. I'm going to put your name on the chart, and the winner's going to get a big digital high five from me tomorrow. Britsu, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Safwan? Alicia Jackson says 780. Let's throw it up there. I'm going to see how many of these we can get today. Alicia Jackson, 780. Here we go. I'm taking these all day. Y'all hit me with your Tesla price predictions. I want to know where you think Tesla's going to be trading at the open tomorrow. I don't care what you think about earnings. Not that I don't care, but that's not what we're going for here. We're going for the opening price of Tesla tomorrow morning. That's what I want to know. Hit me with your predictions. Okay, Safwan. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Safwan says 785. You're in the gang. Britsu? Alicia? Oh, no, you already told me, Alicia. Bob? Justin? Bradley? What do you guys think? Weird question, but color background. What color background is it? Joel? Yes, you do, sir. Go to this little cog icon here in the top left corner. Go to background. And I've got a special HTML color. You can copy this if you want. Number 262837. That's my background color. Giving the man hue codes, baby. Britsu says 783. You guys are... You guys got a lot of the same ideas here. Ooh. I don't have one just yet, Safwan. 783. Well, 780, y'all's level. Let's see, where's that at? Oh, man, you guys are thinking this thing doesn't, like, even move? Pretty much. Joel, there's so many things you can do with TrendSpider, man. So many things. What else are you curious about? Justin Weedock says flat. That would be interesting. So 740. All right. 900 and 500 from Brad. You got to pick one, Brad. I can't read your mind on that. I already made the mistake of giving our friend a range for the Qs last week. Our old buddy Braden came in with a range guess for the Qs. He couldn't be bothered to pick a single number. And his range was like $15. What's up, Joel? When will TrendSpider have multi-chart and futures available? That is coming. Yeah. I don't have a specific date on it. I've heard August. What I would do is, if you're very interested in that, I would hit up our founder, Dan. There you go. So Brad knows. Mid to end of August. I personally cannot wait for live futures. Joel, I'm going to show you something else that you probably don't know, though. For the interim, while you're waiting on the multi-chart view, did you know that there's an indicator called price compare? If you type in on the indicators, type in price compare, say apply, check this out. It's not a perfect fix, not by any means, but it comes up as a lower indicator here. Click on the three dots, change the symbol. So let's say you want to look at the Qs and Tesla at the same time. There you go. Here's the Qs down here. Here's Tesla up here. Now notice that there are no indicators on the lower, on the price compare symbol. Can't put any indicators on it. You can draw trend lines and things. Like you could put drawings on it, but we can't put any indicators on it. You can draw fibs. You can do that sort of stuff. So that's something. It's at least a workaround for now. All right, let's see. Wall Street Sniper says 820. All right. And Britsu, you're saying 845? Well, hold up. No. Britsu, you already guessed 783. Are you going with 783? Or are you going with 845? You got to pick one. I can't give you both. $7.83. All right. We got 5 guesses so far. We got 20-something people here. That means we need 15 more guesses. How did Netflix do today? Netflix, Ripper. Wavy says 6 hundo. Interesting. All right, Wavy. I like your willingness to step out. Try something a little different. Bob Lincoln. Bob Lincoln says 757. D-Schlag says 805. All right. We'll put you up here at the top. You got the highest bid. Feels like it's going to be a huge miss with Shanghai shutdown, 1/3 of the quarter. Yeah, you know, I mean, this is kind of what I was wondering is like, who's buying Teslas right now? I don't know. Are people buying Teslas right now? Have people been buying Teslas this quarter with the markets taking a dump? I don't know. Maybe. Also, how does the Twitter news, how does everything that's going on with Twitter affect what's going on with Tesla? Does it? What do you guys think? If Elon gets sued and has to pay his $1 billion fine, he's got a lot more billions to go before he's running out of money. Does that affect Tesla? What do you guys think? I genuinely don't know. Doesn't seem to. It's really kind of lagging the market though, right? And is it lagging because earnings are today? Is it lagging because people are scared to get in today? Because if you look at the Qs, this thing honestly has been lagging quite a bit. Here's the Qs down here. It's lagging the past couple of days, and that could just be because of earnings. Chewy! What up, Chewy? Happy to see you here today. Let's throw your guess on there. Chewy says 7 hundo. The number for the background. Yeah, man, I got you. Ain't no thing. 262-837. Here you go, bud. You'll notice that this looks very similar to a lot of the charts that we post, because I totally snooched the colors from our marketing team for my charts. Yeah, no problem, Joel. Joel, have you ever been on the stream before? I don't know if I recognize your name. A couple of new people I don't recognize. D-Schlag, Wavy, Alicia. I feel like you've been here before. Any new people to the stream right now? Any newbies? People who've never tuned in before, but you're here right now? Some of the advantages of TrendSpider. Let's go, Wavy. Man, so there are a lot of them. All right, sweet. I thought you looked familiar. Alicia, right on. Thank you for being a subscriber. Awesome, Joel. Right on. Well, thank you so much for being here. And if you have any questions about the platform, that's what I'm here for, man. I'm here all day. Or not all day. I'm here for a couple of hours. So, you know, feel free to hit me up with any platform-related questions you have. All right, so Wavy. I can't give you like the full breakdown because it literally would take like an hour. But the main thing about TrendSpider, there are a handful of major components that the platform offers. You may have stumbled upon us via Twitter. If that's the case, you probably are familiar with some of like the, I don't want to say like entry level things that bring people on board, but you know, there are specific tools that people, you know, like new people to the platform find quite interesting. They are the auto analysis tools. So for example, auto fibs, this thing's going to automatically draw fib levels on the chart for you based on the most recently completed move. You've got auto trends. It's kind of crazy, but it's going to automatically detect the most powerful trend lines on any time frame at any given time. The way that it does that, it actually finds every trend occurring. That's what this looks like, or that's what this look is. It's every trend that the platform can find. It scores these trend lines based off of their strength. The top 1% scoring lines are the ones that we filter out into this most relevant view. So auto trend lines if you are a trend line drawer. Auto pattern recognition. Automatically discovers candlestick patterns of all kinds, strap patterns, normal, you know, just if you are familiar with candlestick patterns, it automatically discovers them. You can, via this discovery, you can scan, you can back test, you can alert on candlestick patterns if that's your bag. We've got the heat maps. A couple different types of heat maps. This one's my personal favorite. This is the horizontal heat maps. Horizontal heat maps is another style of trend discovery. It's one of my go-tos because I'm more of a price action guy. So this is looking for areas of consolidation. It finds areas of consolidation, plots a heat map, sends it forward for you on the screen. Generally speaking, areas of consolidation or past areas of consolidation tend to come into play and act as future areas of support or resistance. So that's the idea with this guy. And there are a handful of different styles of heat maps, depth and trends. We can go into that if you're curious. So just let me know. As far as limit on number of indicators, I'm not aware of a limit. I think that if you're bumping up into indicator limits, you might be using too many indicators. That would be my personal take on it. And I would probably encourage, or I would probably do a little bit of investigatory work with you as to why you're using so many indicators. But yeah, as far as I know, there are no limitations. Now, if you use a ton of them and you're on an old computer, it may cause the platform to run a little bit more slowly. Something to keep in mind. That is a kind of, you know, a basic rundown of these buttons up here. And these are the kind of the first things that people discover. This other data button has a bunch of stuff in it. Analyst estimates, split dates, dividend dates, earnings dates, short volume, mentions on Wall Street bets. This one's kind of a cool one. It like shows you how it shows you like social sentiment. in terms of just sheer numbers. You know, how many people are talking about this particular ticker at any given time. You've got market breadth, you've got retail traders activity percentage, dark pool volume, and then the crypto fear and greed index. Getting into kind of more. Yeah, no, you're not going to be limited to 3 or 5 wavy. You're going to be Gucci on as many as you want to use. 23 indicators at one time. My God, Britsu, that is insanity. How do you see price action? Yeah, so wavy. That's like the first thing that people generally discover. Outside of that, you've got alerts. So you've got 2 different types of alerts. You've got dynamic and multi-factor. A dynamic alert is going to be an alert on an indicator or on a trend line or on a price level or things like that, fib level. You can right click on pretty much any indicator that lives on your chart, right click on it, say create alert on it, and you can create an alert for it. The multi-factor, it allows you to do exactly what that sounds like. You can have an alert that contains multiple factors or multiple conditions. So price conditions, indicator conditions, candlestick pattern conditions, these sorts of things, up to 4 different time frames per alert. So, you know, imagine kind of where you could go with that. And again, happy to kind of go into more depth. Market scanner allows you to scan the market for all that same sort of stuff. Scan up to 4 different time frames down to the 1 minute time frame. We can scan for price conditions, candlestick pattern conditions, indicator, a bunch of earnings, dividends, split dates, news content, analyst estimates, and the like. We've got a strategy tester. Allows you to back test, input your entry criteria, input your exit criteria, and test back and see how those criteria perform or how a stock performs under that criteria historically, back up to 7,000 candles on any time frame. And then we've just released recently the trading bots. So trading bots allow you to utilize webhooks, link into Discord, link into Twitter, link into Slack, link into your broker, and send signals. So you can send signals to followers and say, hey, you know, this has come in, like an alert on this name came in, or send it to your broker to get into and out of trades. So lots of different things you can do, and we're kind of constantly adding new things. We've got some new stuff here on the horizon coming pretty soon. Some new products. We got a lot in the works. So that's kind of a basic, you know, a loose rundown for you, wavy. Another piece that you probably did not experience anywhere else, because pretty much nobody else does it, is we have a lot of support available for you. So I'm here. I'm here on Mondays. I'm here on Wednesdays. I'm here on Fridays, hanging out, talking shop, answering questions, whatever you need. Down in the bottom right-hand corner of your chart, the Contact Us button, click on that. This is a direct feed into our employee chat room. You guys can talk to any of these guys. This is Matt. This is James. This is Justin. These guys are all real people, and they are live right now answering questions for y'all. So if you have questions, hit them up with those questions. If you click on your name, top right-hand corner of your chart, you'll scroll down and you'll see something that says schedule training. It'll be right between TrendSpider University and documentation. You won't see it on my side because I work here, so I don't require the training. But if you require training, schedule a training session. They're free. They're 45 minutes. You're going to hang out with those guys that we just talked to, or that we just talked about here, specifically Matt and Justin, these two fellas. These guys both do trainings. One other fellow named Dwayne does them as well. You can schedule a training any day of the week. We have trainings available Monday through Sunday. So feel free to schedule that. If you want a more in-depth walkthrough of something in particular, I mean, I can do it here for you for sure. So if you want to go deeply into a tool or whatever, we can do that. But, you know, if it's Thursday and I'm not around, schedule a training session, and you can do those pretty much whenever you need to. So I think that's a big piece of the puzzle that a lot of other platforms lack. I've used some other platforms before. I've never talked to a soul at TradingView. you know, nothing wrong with it. It's a great product, but I've never talked to anybody about helping me out, trying to figure anything out there. So that's kind of what we're here for, is we're here to kind of help you. Let me see. Some stuff is coming in real quick. Lower volume profile, gap snake, Britsu. Yep, I use those things as well. K2, ICC. What's happening? Thank you for being here. Glad you like the strat tester. Glad you like the trading bots. We need your prediction on Tesla, though, sir or ma'am. We don't have your prediction. What is your prediction? I'm taking predictions for Tesla. Opening price tomorrow morning. Winner gets a virtual digital high five from yours truly. Maybe I can convince the team to hook me up with like a prize pack or something, and I can get you guys sent something. But I can't guarantee that. But the winner is at the very least gonna win clout points. So if you guys have guesses for where Tesla's gonna be tomorrow on the open, hit me up. Britsu, yeah, same deal. Mostly just use levels. That's kind of my game too. Tesla will get there, 2% up. Nevin, what's up, man? Good to see you here. Would you guys cover something as basic as the unusual options? Of course. Let's hit it. Unusual options hang out in your sidebar. Let me do this real quick. Yeah, we didn't even get into this. Like, this is another piece of data that, you know, most places are going to charge you an entire subscription fee for. We include unusual options for all of our users. So unusual options can be filtered by expiration date up here. They could be filtered by premium price, so how much was paid for the lot, and by strike price. So and then in the middle here, let me make this bigger. This is a dot plot graph of all of the unusual options orders that have come in. This is the past up to 200 unusual options. The bigger the circle, the bigger the order. The smaller the circle, the smaller the order. If it's a red circle, it's puts. If it's a green circle, it is calls. If it's a circle that has a blue line around it, or a blue, I don't know what you call this. I would, in art, you'd call this a stroke, but a blue highlight or whatever around it, that's multiple hits of the same contract. You can, again, like I said, you can filter by strike, by premium, and by date. So since we are, you know, talking about Tesla, they have earnings tomorrow. What I might do in this scenario is I might filter just to like August or September and kind of see where people are positioning. I might also pull this premium bar up quite a bit just to look for kind of bigger orders. So the biggest orders so far, I mean, the biggest order is right here. 700 puts for 29th July expiry, 7% of the total open interest, $638,000 in premium. So quite a bigger put lot than the call lots, which is the 740 call, same day expiry, 6.1% of the open interest. Quite a bit more open interest as well. You know, 2,000 open interest here, 5,500 open interest on the puts. So the market is, the bigger money is more positioned in puts according to this. And again, like the strike price, you can adjust. At the bottom here, this is just a list of all the orders that have come through in the order that they came through. So generally what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll, and I'm specifically, personally, I'm going to be looking at this open interest percentage value here, because I'm kind of always curious when out of the ordinary stuff comes through. You know, something like this on the 20th, I guess that's today. Yeah, on the 20th, we have the 8:55 call, August 19th expiry, almost 44% of the open interest. It's not a huge lot, $60,000 in premium. So it could be a hedge, could be, you know, we don't know really what it is. But I'm always looking for kind of just large open interest orders, simply because they represent, you know, somebody taking a big bet, I guess. Real time is included in the price. Well, hold on, Antonio, let's talk. Real time what? Stocks, crypto, all that stuff is real time. Futures is not. Futures will be real time in the future. We're looking at middle to end of August for real time futures. J. Steve. He's got 7/11/44. That's a very specific number, Jay. Why do you like that? Let's see. Let's find 7/11/44. 7/11/44. Somewhere hereabouts. So yesterday's low. You think we're going to hold yesterday's low is the idea here? Right on, Alicia. Well, I hope you have a great meeting. I hope it's productive for you. And I hope you come back. Love to see you here again. Net sky limit. Never short Tesla. I mean, yeah, that's not an unreasonable statement to make. But some people are. What's your guess for tomorrow, Net Sky? Tomorrow's opening price on Tesla. What's it going to open at? So K2ICC, broker integration. You can't load your broker into the platform right now, but you can use the trading bots to trade, to send signals to your broker and place trades. All right, Net Sky. Net Sky just says, don't short Tesla. Did you not? Never short Tesla, but 680 tomorrow. All right. That's interesting. Kid's birthday, football jersey, etc. 7/11/44. All right, Jay. I like it. Yeah, Net Sky. Good time for a little pullback on the Qs. So we have been talking about this and looking at this area for 2 weeks on this live stream. 2 freaking weeks. We have been talking about this. Why? Well, we consolidated, we broke down, and we have not tested. If we look back in time here, we see this consolidation area through here, right? This line isn't drawn very well, but we have this consolidation area through here. We come back. We don't really test. We go lower. We have another consolidation area in here. We go down. Where do we test? Right here. We test it. Well, we have another consolidation right here. We break down, and now we're testing. Seems a pretty logical place to at least pause. The thing is, though, y'all, the thing is that I can't get out of my brain is that all of this is a pretty nice consolidation area. It is a pretty big base. I mean, this is a month since June 10th, been basing for a month and a half. This could just be the beginning of this move up and out. Like, I do agree. Like, it should pause here. And really, I mean, let's see if I can go to where it was. I mean, that red line there, you can't, well, you could see it. Let's see if I did it any better. The red line's where I had an alert for sure. So this was I was kind of expecting a little bit of a reaction, but I don't know. Yeah, the 50-day, we were talking about the 50-day too. And I agree. You've got your 50-day. We broke out of it, but what do we do here? What about on this? You went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days before you saw any sizable something. Gained 6% off of that move. Where are we at right now? We are at 3.74. Next level I'm kind of watching is up in here, maybe about there or so, 309. I think 309 might be a little spot that I might try and get another one of those little 303 reactions like we got today. I'm going to go anchored VWAP from this high. Kind of see, yeah, so anchored VWAP from this high. The March 29 high puts us right at 309 as well. Have not tested it, really. I mean, we tested it here, sort of, but I wouldn't even count it. So 309 makes a lot of sense to me. Of course, I could be wrong. You got your 200-day moving average up here. Where's this at? 347. That's going to move over time. How can you master price action? Satyaranjan. I hope I'm saying that right, and I'm very sorry if I'm not. I mean, I would say stare at charts for a really long time would be the first thing. One of the best price action traders I know is a fellow named Mike. You can find him at Market Traders TV on Twitch. He is a relatively regular guest on our show as well. Actually, let me hook you up with something real quick. Because if you really want just price action, understanding price action, I'm going to hook you up with a video here. See if I can find it. Here it is. All right. There you go. This is a video. This is a about an hour long live charting show that we did with Mike from Market Traders TV a couple weeks back. Mike is a price action guy, so if you're trying to learn price action, I would hit him up. Spend a little time in his Twitch room. Ask him questions. Yeah, so Jay, I kind of think this as well. If Tesla reports and they do well, yeah, I think that sends the cues for sure. So, all right, maybe it's time for my prediction. Let me see here. I'm going to throw them up. Can somebody tell me what the expectation is? Let me see. I'm going to just throw up news. See if there's anything on here. Benzinga, Elon Musk's silence in recent weeks may precede a disappointment. Huh. Sounds like FUD. Don't expect fireworks when Tesla reports earnings. According to Adam Eckert, I don't know who that is. Why the downside risk is limited. So what's he saying? Don't expect fireworks. Does that mean to the upside or to the downside? Or both? Or nothing. He's just saying maybe muted reaction. White House climate advisor says Biden is going to lay out climate executive actions in the next few weeks. Huh. Did Nancy Pelosi buy Tesla calls? Madhukar, what up? Madhukar, we're taking guesses on Tesla today. All right, here we go. We got another one. Shiv. Shiv Kumar says 765 on the open tomorrow. Madhukar, what is your guess, sir? Tesla open tomorrow. I want to get 50 guesses. Can we get 50 guesses? If you're watching and you have not guessed, now is the time. I mean, you could be scared with how it moves and still guess where it's going to go. Let's look at the monthly here. So what have they done? So this is kind of interesting. They did not take out any of these lows in here. I guess in here. 500. They're holding higher lows past 3 months. We are 2 months inside. Madhukar going big. All right. Madhukar says 790. Going to the weekly here. So I held a low. They held this low. And if they can get above 760, 780, they could send it. This is tough, y'all. I really don't know. Not sure what I think here. You say the market has low expectations. Right. Madhukar, yeah, for sure. We started looking at this. Well, so this is kind of interesting. Your anchored VWAP from your April high brings you in right at 788.81. That's right in line with the high of this kind of consolidation period, pretty much. William Shea. What's up, William Shea? Let's add you to the list over here. William Shea says 666. You know, you see that number come up a lot in stocks. Call it a meme, call it whatever you will. But it does come up. Shop. Ooh, nice day today. Coming off that 50-day moving average like a champ. First time above the 50-day moving average with any strength since December of 2021. Wow. Probably a huge base down there. Anchored VWAP from highs, all-time highs. $60.33. Let's add a volume by price. Look at that point of control right into the POC today. It's interesting. My gut on shop. 727. My gut on this guy is they're not going to really crank it in either direction. And I could be wrong. I always want to say that. Like, I could definitely be wrong. Wrong a lot. But my gut says that they don't really push this thing out of this range until earnings. Kind of like with Netflix. Netflix was the same kind of deal. You saw them come right up into the range right before earnings. But they didn't really push it out of range until today. Or after hours last night. So that's good to see. I mean, it's the exact same thing, right? The thing is, well, not the thing is, but what makes Netflix and Shopify quite different, I would imagine Netflix has quite more users than Shopify does. I do understand that it's a huge business. Wrong a lot, Trader Dick. Wrong a lot, Dick. I mean, you know, I just think it's important to I'm learning with the rest of you guys is what I'm going to say. I don't ever want to be perceived as somebody who knows, who thinks they know everything, because I certainly do not. I'm making educated guesses like everybody here. Right, Britsu, that's what I think too. That's absolutely what I think too, is I would wait for the break. Maybe they come, if they do break higher, maybe they come and take out these highs here at like 48, 49. And then pull it back and then retest it. Or then they pull it back for some sort of retest. If they make new highs, and when I say make new highs, what I mean is take out this one at 48.55. If they come and make a new high, that would tell us something really important, right? That would tell us, hey, all right, trend might be changing. We might be about to make a new high, or we just made a new high. Then the question is, do we end up making a new low? Now, it could keep running for sure, right? It could keep running through that high, especially if earnings are great and the street loves it. It could keep running through that high. But at some point, it's going to pause and it's going to pull back. And that pullback is where we start looking for longs. Does it pull back here? Does it pull back here? We don't know. But we let price action kind of guide us. And when we start seeing some sort of bottom occur, and that low or that new low is higher than this one, so then you have a higher high and you have some higher lows, then we're talking business. Earnings on Shop, July 27th, 5 sessions from today. Leo Rangel reporting from San Diego. What's happening, Leo? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. Leo, if you have a guess for Tesla, where's Tesla opening tomorrow morning? Taking guesses over here, so hit me with them if you have them. Sumer, what do I think about Tesla? I really don't know. I would love to own a Tesla. I think they're cool cars. What's your gut for Tesla earnings? I don't know. What does the street think? Or what does retail think? What do you think retail thinks? We can look into our retail indicators here. I'm going to put mentions on Wall Street bets. Looks like retail traders came in pretty heavy a couple of days ago. But it's kind of leveled off, so I'm not seeing like retail, you know, really zooming into this thing. Jordan Ali says 780. Good news, stock goes down. Bad news, stock goes up. That's some galaxy brain stuff right there. Let me consult the trusty top mentioned or positive mentioned top positive for today watch list. Top positive mentions for today per social. Is Tesla in this list? No. It's kind of interesting. Jeez. Canopy is up 17.62% today. Holy cow. Peloton up 16% today. All right, so top positive, not in the top positive today list. Let's look at top negative. Is Tesla here? Yes. That is interesting. Top negative name on Wall Street Bets. Tesla. Interesting. See, that makes me a little bit more bullish. Sumer. Got to add you real quick. Sumer says 680. What's up, William Shea? What's up, Armenia? All right, Armenia. The difference between premium, elite, and advanced. Let me pull something up for you. I could tell you, but let me do this. Where is it? Let me see if I can find this off screen real quick. Hold on. Let me get you a link. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just trying to get a pricing sheet for my man over here. Shouldn't be this hard to find. Ah, here it is. Okay, cool. So, click on this link. Click on that link. I'll just go there myself and show you also. If you scroll down, you've got this compare the plans box. Advanced, Elite, Premium. And then this is everything that each of them contain. So, I mean, what I would say is just kind of go through these. The big things, the big differences, the premium obviously is going to be, at least capability wise, it's going to be throttled to some degree. You cannot back test on the premium. You can only scan down to the daily time frame. You get less alerts, those sorts of things. Those alerts can't live in your system as long. That sort of stuff. The Elite opens up all of the functionality, so you can backtest, you can use multi-factor alerts, you can scan down to the 1 minute time frame, you can have up to 100 alerts, you can alert down to the 1 minute time frame. Alerts expire in 30 days versus 14. There are more workspaces. We could talk about that if necessary. And then on the advanced, it's just the max. So the max amount of workspaces, max amount of alerts. Alerts expire in 90 days, not 30, not 14. Scan down to the 1 minute time frame. 250 results per scan versus 100 versus 25. You can have 5 trading bots going on the advanced versus 3 versus 0. Workspaces, again, 6 versus 4 versus 2. Some of this additional kind of supplementary data, stock splits, analyst ratings, insider trading, asset seasonalities not available in premium. I always recommend the elite. Start with the elite, and then if you want to do a yearly plan, then you're locked in. If you want to do a monthly plan, this is the way I would do it. I would do a monthly plan for 1 month. Try the elite. If you feel like it's more than you need, drop it down to the premium and then maybe pay for a year, because it's cheaper if you pay for the year. If it's not enough, bump it up to advanced and then maybe pay for a year. I'd always start on a monthly plan just to make sure you feel good about it, feel comfortable on the platform, and then you get the right plan, and then you can upgrade or whatever to a yearly plan. I guess that would be my thought on it. All right. I know a couple of things came in here. Sumer, you asked what makes me bullish. Well, what makes me bullish is negative retail sentiment. If that's true, I mean, we're basing it off of this is a top negative sentiment, top tickers mentioned on Wall Street bets in mostly negative context today. This is a very unique data set, right? There's nothing super crazy about this, or even maybe there's no real reason to give this a ton of confidence, right? Or like, I'm not saying that specifically I'm gonna make a trade because of this, but it's just kind of interesting to know that, today of all days, Tesla's at the top of this list, top of the top negative mentions on Wall Street bets list. Who's on Wall Street bets? Mostly retail. I mean, I'm sure there's some very, very big money, smart guys keeping their eye on Wall Street bets and what Wall Street bets is saying. They could even be seeding Wall Street bets. I think about this a lot, seeding Wall Street bets with sentiment in order to get people bulled up or bared up or whatever, and then flipping the script on them. So that's why it makes me a little bit more bullish if retail is generally bearish. Zig when they zag, as they say. Leo Wrangle, guru. Who's a guru? Can we check out VIX? You can't chart VIX. Can you? Making a new low. I don't know. I don't really mess around with VIX too much personally. I'm not much of an expert with volatility. I'm not going to try and claim like I know what I'm talking about with volatility. I know that, of course, the lower the volatility, that's going to bring your options contracts down because it's bringing down the theta or the delta or whatever it is. I mean, if this were me, if this were just some random stock, I'd look at this new low here as kind of interesting. They're taking out these lows, and they were not able to make a new high here. Right? So they're making a new low, and they failed a new high. Lower high, lower low. On the daily, anyway. 10 minute. You want to look at the 10 minute? I mean, on the 10 minute, you're holding low of day. The 12 minute, DU. I think I know who you are, DU. Hey, DU, what is your guess for Tesla opening price tomorrow? What do you think? We're taking guesses here. If you'd like to see what everybody else has guessed, here's what we got so far. This is what we got so far. Hit me with your best guess. We're giving away virtual high fives to the winner. You say 747. DU says 747. Any particular reason why 747, DU? You like the airliner. Anthony Cassidy. What's happening? Thank you for being here. Do appreciate it. Anthony Cassidy says 760. What I need to do is I need to get my producer to spin up a poll so that you guys can just vote and I don't have to make these little tags. Leo. I cannot offer a free subscription, but I can offer you, hold up. Let me help you with something. Give me 1 second. Actually, I might need more than a second. Because I need to find a link. But let me find a link real quick. And I can hook you up with something. Here is a link to a 25% discount. If you'd like to take advantage of it, if anybody here is not currently a subscriber to the platform, use this link for 25% off. Jamal, Rel, thoughts on SPY. I'll give you my thoughts on SPY if you give me your guess for Tesla opening price tomorrow. Jamal. I want 50 names. 50 names is the goal. That's what we're after today. 50 names. 50 guesses. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 18. AP says 650. Melvin. What's up, Melvin? Thank you for being here. Melvin says 777. We got a 666 and a 777. Jamal, Tessie to 600. Q's strong right now, aren't they? All right. Robert Brush says 690. All right, let's talk about SPY. Ooh-wee. All right, so here's where we're at on SPY. You're breaking over that 50-day moving average. Back tested it this morning, looks like. They gained it yesterday. Closed above it, back tested it. Perfect support today. And we are finding resistance at this particular candle's high, this gap down candle. If you've been on this stream for the past couple of weeks, you know that I've got my eye in here, this 407, 408 level. If we look at the Qs, the kind of equivalent level is where we've caught a little bit of resistance today, kind of around 303.80 or so, 303.90. Hopefully you guys can see why I call it the equivalent level. You know, you have the multiple gap down days, and then you have this basing kind of thing going on, and now we're coming back into where it was consolidating before it did the big gap. Conventional wisdom, to me, suggests the SPY is lagging, right? I mean, clearly the SPY is lagging the Qs, and it should catch up. Especially if the Qs keep going, I would imagine SPY is going to keep going too. Now, if Tesla reports and it's really bad, I do think that could influence the Qs to some degree. But I'm kind of more on the side of SPY to at least 408, 409 before we get any cool off. If you look at the volume by price here, you know, there's just, you have this huge gap. Like, it just seems very logical. Like, price should just bump right into 409. I kind of have my doubts about it stopping there, but I think you get a reaction there. And then I would negate that idea kind of if we get a pretty solid close below 373. All of my bullishness is negated if we get a really strong close below that 374 level. So right now, I mean, I'm pretty bullish on SPY. I like that it's lagging the Qs, gives it some room. Meta. We've been talking about Meta for some time. If we really want to talk about Meta, what I kind of been talking about for a bit now, if we look, let me turn this off real quick. Now, if we look at these lows, December 2016 lows, we make this big move into June of 2018. We pull back to those September 2016 lows, right? Almost perfectly. Before we make another move, we make a new high against those July 2018 highs in January 2020, right before COVID. And then we break down. And where do we break down to? Well, we break down to those new lows that we made over here. Well, the same things kind of happened, right? January 2020, we make a big move to the upside. We pull back, and we pull back to the lows. And we have not been able to take these out. So this, to me, seemed like a pretty excellent buying opportunity. So that's kind of where my head's been at on it, that it was pretty bullish. I don't really like Facebook. I don't use it. I don't have a Facebook. But, man, we held these lows. Textbook hold. Beautiful. So until we take out these lows, pretty bullish. Now, could we ultimately take them out? 137. 100% chance we could. 100% chance we could. Well, not 100. Yeah, no, there's a 100% chance that we could. That is true. I have to think about my grammar there. And if we do that, then that would be a change of trend, at least to my eye. Be a change of what's been happening. Every time we come into a big fundamental low, we hold it. On a more short, kind of a more short time frame, breaking over the 50 moving average today. They've got earnings on the 27th. Interesting to see them breaking out ahead of earnings. You know, the fact that Facebook is able to do this might suggest that other names can do this too. Ahead of earnings, we looked at Shop a little bit ago, and I suggested it probably stays in this range until earnings. Earnings are on the same day. You know, maybe it does break higher before then. But anyway, back to Meta. I think Meta kind of is going to tend to follow everything else. I think it's coming into a spot kind of in here. Just kind of the same. You have this area of consolidation we broke down, coming back into it. somewhere in here, like 188 to 195. Wouldn't be surprised to see it come up in there. You've got your anchored VWAP off of the gap down here in February. You got your anchored VWAP at $200.76 right now. Could see it going there. Wouldn't be a surprise, I don't think. That aligns with your 50% retrace on the fibs, high to low. Kind of interesting. Any other interesting moving averages? Yeah, that's kind of where my head would be out on it. I mean, is it a little extended? A little, but doesn't mean it can't keep gaining. Again, just like everything else, it's got a month and a half or a month-long base potentially below it. AP, only 43. Looks like 39 right now, but we're going to be here for another hour. So we got 1 hour to get 30 more people telling me where Tesla's going to go. PANW for Mr. Bush. Ooh. I don't love this. Yeah, I mean, let me go to a bigger time frame. So this is concerning to me. That's concerning because it took out these lows. You really would have wanted to see these lows hold. Specifically this one. The fact that they took it out is not good, in my opinion. Right here. On earnings. The last earnings report must have been pretty bad. And now it just looks like it's coming into kind of a pretty logical area. Kind of in through here. You got wicks through here. You get above it, you come back. You've got wicks down through it. We fail. We come back and test and wick into it. I mean, my gut says this thing's going quite lower. But, you know, I don't know too much about their business model. This is, you got anchored VWAP from March from COVID lows at 390. And that's literally where my eye was drawn to, kind of in here. Simply because we broke out and feel like we probably need to come back and test it. I mean, you could argue that we did here. So I suppose I would get more bullish kind of above 535. If you could get above 535. Chris, looking to get into trading to earn extra cash. How is the best place to learn? Man. That is a tricky question to answer, my friend. There's so many resources out there that you could potentially use. Obviously, a good charting platform. You kind of want to, if you're interested in technical analysis, you know, you're going to really need a good charting platform. So, got to recommend TrendSpider. As far as like learning how to trade, lots of different ways that traders can be profitable. Most traders are not profitable, right? Most traders lose. So I think what I would start off with, and this is just, you know, just kind of being honest with you, before you're thinking about earning extra money, think about not losing money. Come with the idea of like, I want to learn trading, but I know I need to be really careful and not lose a bunch of money, because learning how to trade takes trading, period. And unless you're really committed and you stick to a particular thing and you've got a great teacher, you're probably going to lose to start. I mean, you'll win enough to like keep you motivated and keep you excited about it, but you potentially could lose. So I want to at least suggest that, but yeah, I think it's all about finding a good mentor. My thinking on it is find somebody who can help you really learn how to trade. And when I say somebody who can really help you learn how to trade, I do not mean, Discord chat rooms necessarily. They serve their purpose, nothing wrong with them. But, I would be more keen on like finding somebody who teaches really truly how to trade, not just gives you ideas. That way you can actually learn. That way you're not reliant on somebody else. It really is. It's a huge mental game. Huge mental game. You can know all the spots to be taking trades, and you could take the wrong trade every time, even though you know the spot to take the trade. It's tricky. It's really, really, really tricky, and I don't want to sugarcoat that. Trading is hard. So, what I would do, if I could go back and do it again, I would, before I started trading, I would research people who really truly know how to trade and teach others how to trade. I would do some serious research on that. Find somebody. I mean, most people who like actually teach have at least some sort of free resources to kind of like, kind of get you started. Find somebody whose style makes sense. Somebody who's not just their trading style, but like their teaching style. Find somebody whose teaching style makes sense to you and enroll in whatever courses they have if they have courses. Take your initial little bit of money, take that you maybe would have spent on trading proper, and go get taught specifically what to do so that you start out on the right foot. Because you can spend a lot of time like trying lots of different philosophies, different styles, using different indicators, trading different time frames, trading different types of stocks, trading different types of trades, or common options, straddles, whatever. That's what I would say. I would say spend the money on the education first, so that once you're like live trading, you're coming from a base of a good understanding, as opposed to just kind of like winging it and hoping something works that you don't really know how it works. Because everything works sometimes, right? Like every strategy works sometimes. But does every strategy work on every name? No. Does it work every time? No. Do some strategies work on certain names better than other names? Yeah. Do some strategies work on some names sometimes better than other times? Yeah. So like having a good base, I think, is helpful. And if I, like I say, if I could go back and do it again, that's what I would do. That's what I would tell myself to do. Because I didn't know. I didn't know anything about trading. I just downloaded the Robinhood app one day randomly some years ago. Actually, no, this is with stocks. I downloaded Coinbase years ago and started trading crypto, knew nothing, and lost my ass, right? Because I don't know what I'm doing. Just saw crypto ripping and said, yeah, I want to be a part of that. Chris, I don't know everybody here personally, but Seems like some decent folks in here. Feel free to ask questions. These guys might be able to give you some advice. Let's take a look at CVNA, Carvana. Yes, sir, Leo. That's when I got in to crypto. Carvana coming into that 50-day moving average, man. That 50-day moving average is just it's everywhere. It's on every dang chart, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Not much I can say about this. Looks terrible. You did technically make a new low. Technically. You held it, but you did make some new lows past couple of months. It's all-time low here on Carvana. All-time low is about $8, $9. I suppose you've got, I don't know. There's pivots in there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Carvana looks terrible. But that doesn't mean that it can't, you know, make a big move. It could. Will it? I don't know. This is one I definitely would not touch until after earnings. I just don't. I don't know. I just wouldn't touch it till after earnings. Earnings are on August 4th. Chart looks like a slide. Yeah, it does. Similar candle on daily, July 5th, July 20th. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's a big move today. It's a really, really big move today. 23.2270 to 27.24. Talking almost 20% today. That's crazy. Why? Well, I guess I could look, couldn't I? Yeah, we got 12 minutes. 12 minutes till Tesla earnings. Carvana license suspended again in Illinois. That's bullish. Yeah, well, you know, Trader Dick. If you started trading in the 80s, you weren't going on Google. You weren't going on Discord. You weren't going on Twitter. Those books are still valuable because they taught you things you needed to know. One of my favorites. Yeah. This book, Technical Analysis Using Multiple Time Frames, this is Brian Shannon. This is a good one. Recommend that. I like this one too. I don't know if any of you guys have read this one. Volume Price Analysis by Anna Cooling. This is a good one. Quite like this one. There's another one back there. Reminiscence of a stock trader. Stock operator of a stock operator. One of the most famous trading books around. Doesn't tell you how to trade, but tells you how to think about trading. Roblox YVS. Yeah, let's do it. We're going to go to Tesla here in a minute, though. All right, Roblox. Trading in the zone, yeah. I've not read that one, but I think I've listened to some of it on audiobook. It's all good food for thought. Exactly. Okay, so Roblox. Holy moly. Let's look at the weekly here. So we could I don't know if there's any strat traders in the house. Strat traders, I believe we have an inside week last week and we went 2 up this week. So here's your target, 44.50. Expectation, I believe, is higher. Doesn't mean it won't go lower. We might be failing a new high today, potentially. But I'm not going to say that we are. I would be looking in this area. If it's able to continue higher, I'd be looking in that $50 area as an area, or I'd be looking at that area as an area of interest. If you're long, I'd probably be taking some off into that 50 spot. You've got your anchored view app from all-time high, chilling here at 52.5 as well. So that's certainly something to consider. Could be problematic when or if price comes into it. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. You just want to see it gain new high. Anchored VWAP off the all-time low. Where's that at? It's chilling next to the 50-day moving average. So a logical pullback spot if you could get it. I mean, it wouldn't be a good look for it to pull back here, but you know, if you can make a new high and then maybe slowly pull back, would be somewhere down in here. This will rise as it gains too. And then you've got earnings on the 9th, so you've got a little time there. You can kind of see where their heads are at on it right now. You had this, you know, nice consolidation. You made a higher low. We break above it very quickly and pull back, but the pullback shallow, finds some support on that 50 SMA, manages to gain here and extend, and it comes back then to where it broke out from here, and we're holding. Doesn't look bad. Tesla monthly for Leo here. We are coming into the end of the day. We got 6 minutes. Yeah, see, I mean, whenever I see a chart like this that's so extended, I always like to put it on log scale just to kind of get an idea of what log scale looks like. Log scale just makes all of the moves equivalent percentage-wise. So for now, it's holding these lows. The monthly low, 542. And again, we're 2 months inside. So your break, let me put this back on off a log scale. What I kind of think, and this is kind of strat-like philosophy also. You've got your high and your low this month, and the break out of this high and low, high or low, the break up or the break down, it's going to tell us something. If you break down, then you know you're looking here. If you break up, you're looking here. You're looking here. To me, this has already happened. Yeah. I mean, it's really tricky. Truly, it's really tricky. I like that they're holding these lows so far. We haven't technically made new lows against these guys. So that's good. Excuse me. And these are the ones that I'm talking about. Four minutes. We got any other takers? Anybody want to get a bid in? A guess for the close? We did not get our 50 spot like I was hoping. But that's okay. It's like the music knows. The music knows that we're just sitting patiently waiting for it to go down. This is really exciting. I don't usually sit and just stare at price action after hours looking at earnings because I never touch earnings. Always let earnings kind of do their thing. They're selling it off a little bit, but holding higher lows. The waiting is the hardest part. I got to see Tom Petty play just before he passed. He's still very good. He was still very good. Yeah, man. Truly. Truly. He was a legend. Last chance. We got more people watching than we have guesses in. So if you got guesses, hit me with them. Let me go back here real quick. Oops. All right, I need to put my guess in, don't I? We got 2 minutes. All right. I'm going to go bullish. I'm going to say 856. Oh, no. I can give myself a high five anytime I want. So, yeah. If it's 856, I still don't win. I should put my name on this, though, shouldn't I? Good luck to all of us. Oh, man. All right. It's 2 o'clock. Are they reporting like the second the market closes? Do we know? Actually, don't know. It could be like a half hour from now. I'm going to mark my little spot here. Kind of in here. That's the Jason Open. 405. Actually, let me do this. Let's go, people. I wish I had like fun things that I could put on my screen of Elon Musk's face. It might, yeah, I mean, that sky, you might be right. We're all sitting here on the edge of our seats. It might not do anything. I believe my colleague Justin also suggested that. He said 740. So that would be interesting if it made no move. People might have seen Netflix yesterday and got all bulled up. See if anything interesting came in just before the bell here on the unusual options. 650 putts, 8.5% of the open interest, $74,000 bet. Seven to five calls, 11% of the open interest, almost a $200,000 bet on that. $600 puts, 25% of the open interest, only a $53,000 bet. That guy needs a red market tomorrow, and he will get it. Let's see. What I need is I need the music to just know that Tesla has announced their earnings. I need it to like pop here. 10 minutes till report. Ape of Spades. That's a new name. Haven't seen you. Thank you for being here. Do you want to take a guess on Tesla's opening price tomorrow? Come on, Ape. Give me a number. What do you think? You only lose if you don't give me a number. You win if you give me a number. I don't own Tesla, personally. I do not own Tesla. All right, 753. Ape of Spades, 7-Eleven. You're not the only one that says that. 7-Eleven. Brad, what do you think? Opening price tomorrow, Brad. We're taking guesses. Daniel Magnuson says 789. This contest is closed the second we know earnings. Sammy Ali. Listen to the music. It understands what's happening. Brett says 801. Yeah, why not? The music knows. It's moving. Let's watch the 1 minute here. Oops. What am I doing? Tesla. Quarter two rev, 16.9 billion versus 16.88 estimated. So they made an extra what? 20 mil? Qs so far relatively unaffected. Massive beat. 227 versus 183. Q's starting to catch a little bit of a bid here. There you go. Don't short Tesla. Who said it? NetSky, I think it was you, said don't short Tesla. But also, I think you said that you were short the Qs. Wall Street Sniper. He knew it. Just going to zoom out here real quick. All right, so this is something to keep an eye on. 778. Is that the consolidate? Oh, no, it's not. Hold up. Sorry, guys. This is what I'm watching. All right. Yep. So that's an important spot. All right, Trader Dick, you have a great rest of your afternoon, man. Thanks for being here. I enjoy your attitude as well. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, Q's trading 30364. Let me just do this real quick. Throw it up there so y'all can see it. There's the Qs. Kind of not really affected. And the music picks up. And, man, the concurrent viewers picks up big time. I don't know what we did. The music knew. The viewers knew. Tesla knew. Everything picked up at the same time. It's fate, y'all. It's meant to be. Tesla at 5% after hours now. Almost. Yep. Crazy. Big move. Nice move on volume too. Lee Auto. It's a good question. You want me to break away? We can go look at it. Yeah, Monocar, I am actually kind of surprised here too. I thought that this might give the indices a little boost. Kind of interesting that it isn't. I mean, Qs are up 30 cents after hours from their close, which is, you know, not much. About SPY. Yeah, SPY. Not even budging. Tesla guidance is key for sure. And we'll get that, what, in like an hour? I'm going to break away real quick and look at Lee here. I mean, you got a little boost after hours, huh? Not much. I actually been meaning to look at China names today, so thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I mean, you know, really nice little flag here in between kind of where we lost those highs and where we gained these highs. But man, this move was so insane. Kind of can't help but think that they might retrace a little bit more of it. Like maybe, you know, maybe into here somewhere. There's this big gap down here. I don't know if that matters, but it's there. You could look at XPEV, I guess. Yeah, XPEV. Breaking down below where it kind of broke out of. So that's kind of interesting. Will it hold here? Is the next thing to keep an eye on. Kind of in and around in here. If we do anchored VWAP, maybe off of this low. Where are we? Ah, we're holding that. We're trying to right now. Neo. Another one. I mean, looks pretty good to me. Things look like they might be ready to make a move. Anyway, back to Tessie. Coming off the highs a little. So let me do this. What's up, Alan Moreno? Thank you for being here, sir. I'll put these in order real quick. Do we have any other 800s? Ah, this guy. Wall Street Sniper. With the 820 call. $780, $790 for Madhukar. $780 for Miss Alicia. Oh, Britsu, no, you're $783, huh? Oh, and Safwan, $785. We were all pretty bullish, weren't we? Not too many folks said lower. Daniel, 79. $780 for Jordan here. $777 for Mr. Melvin. $760 for Anthony. Bob came in at $757. See if I'm missing something. $747 for DU because he likes the planes. Justin, $740. $711. Now we're getting into the 600s. Ooh, $711.44. Missed this one. J. Steve. His family numbers. Chewy. Oh, shoot. $765. Dang. Missed that. Here we go. Shiv. This is just for my own personal enjoyment here, guys. 790, or rather 690, 680. Nope, 689. Here we go. Here's the order. 680, 666, 650, and two fellas came in at 600. All right. Well, trading 756 after hours. Madhukar, have a great rest of your afternoon, sir. Thank you for being here. Always a pleasure to see you. Woo! Gave it all back, didn't it? Giving it all back. And the Qs fading. Q's getting hit. SPY as well. Oops. Get your Slurpees ready. The Ape of Spades says 7-Eleven is coming. Meanwhile, thank you to everybody who's tuned in because our viewer count is definitely breaking out right now. So everybody who's here, who hasn't said hello, if you haven't said hello yet, please say hello. I definitely want to know who's here because I want to say hi to people. It means a lot that you're here. You could be anywhere. You could be outside riding your bicycle. You could be playing video games. You could be cooking dinner. What's up, Frankly Frank? How are you? Hope you're well. John, crypto falling off. We haven't talked about crypto all day today. What's up with crypto? Ooh, hold up. Ooh, it is. Interesting. ETH getting tagged. What's up, the Carl Ogie? Thanks for being here, man. Or miss. Do appreciate it. Yeah, so crypto getting hit. That's interesting. Bitcoin. Yee. Yikes. That's not the candle that you really want to see, is it? Give it time. Let's give it time. Yeah, you know, I mean, with crypto was leading, right? Crypto was leading, so it let us out. Maybe it leads us back. That was definitely the way that I was thinking about it. It's coming back though. Ape of Spades trading 762. They came down and they tagged where we broke out from. Now we got to hold. Q's though. Q's coming off a little bit. 302.3. Oh, crypto selling off. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you got to think about it. Like, ETH in particular. Ripper. In how many days? 61.37% in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. King Dala, yeah. What's up with the dollar? All eyes on the dollar. For sure, Chewy. All eyes on the dollar. Does the dollar continue its weakness or not? I was kind of looking at this area as a pretty logical area for it to come back to. Somewhere there. Well, this is just UUP. This isn't the dollar index, but... excuse me. That 304 area, man. Pretty gnarly resistance today. Yeah, Tesla could be a big tell for sure. Where things might be headed short term. Kind of feels like the whole market is hinging on it. I don't know if that's the case. So guys, I'm going to be here for another maybe like 5 to 10 minutes. Does anybody have any questions about anything that I can help with while I'm here? Any platform related questions you guys are curious about? Or any charts you want to go over real quick? Net sky limit. He's got some confidence. Or she. They. Cold. Just like nat gas. Yas. Whew. What is this? This is like 3x? Inverted natural gas inverted ETF. Is it a 3x or no? Ultra short. Made a new low today. It's 3x. Can you really chart 3x stuff? I don't know. So cold goes down if natural gas goes up. I would kind of be inclined to think that natural gas has a little bit higher to go here. Because all they did... Right? That's kind of all they really did. Made new highs, came back, and tested the old ones. Ooh, I have no idea. I have no idea. Natural gas is something I'm not going to trade natural gas. I know nothing about natural gas. I'm pretty sure that Russia controls a decent percentage of the world's supply, though. Do they not? If they do, it would be my assumption that they're gonna squeeze the hell out of it. I feel like I've heard that before. Yeah, so me personally, I would prefer less volatility and less money than a lot of volatility and more money, because more money can go either way, right? You can lose it. Oh, I mean, for sure. Yeah, I don't disagree. From June 2020, it's trading at $1.60. It's trading at almost $10 in June of this year. I don't know. I've heard a lot of warnings about Europe this winter. Yeah, I mean, sure, small positions. It's a fine line. How's Tesla doing? Oh, somebody said Unity, right? Ooh, Tesla giving it back. Let's look at Unity. Yeah, Unity. I guess we drew these lines here during one of these sessions. It's kind of like everything else, man. Hard to do anything really here except for play the extremities. You know, play the short side up here around 46, 47. Play the long side down here around 32, and everything in between, right? And leave out everything in between. You're gonna get a move out on this. I would expect not until earnings. Went on a tear today for sure. I mean, for sure. If we look though, like super close, it could be we've made a lower high right here, at least against these, and we held that low, huh? Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a tricky one. And anything that looks like this, I'm just inclined to stay away from because it's trendless. You know, you're just stuck in this stuff. Now maybe if the bull trend across the indices continues, maybe you get a move up and out, but then you're getting into earnings, and then you run the risk of, is this move like a pre-earnings pump just to dump it? Tricky. I mean, it's possible, John. It's possible. But I'm not going to assume it's going to do that. I would let it do that. I'd let it do that and then come back. And then consider something long here if it came back. But again, you've got earnings in a couple of weeks. So who knows? We could go to a small time frame and kind of see. Lower high. Could potentially come back and retrace some of this stuff. You know, there's a big push here without any consolidation. Not saying that it has to, but just saying that it could. Kind of like here, you have this big push, no consolidation. We come back and what do? We came right back into it here. Came right back into this candle here. So you could get that again. But again, you know, not saying that you will. And you never know how long it's going to take either. Right? It's all different. If we look here, you have a big, powerful push. And it immediately came back into it and cleared some of that out. The lower highs is concerning, though. If you're wanting to go long, the lower highs is concerning. You really wanted, you know, you barely made a new high here. Barely, like by just like 2 cents or something. Where's my... Barely. What this could have been, you know, you had a bunch of stops up here. So they come in and take out those stops and immediately dump it. And that's really what they did. And then you didn't make another high here. And the same type of idea, but backwards, right? We were talking about price coming back into this big up candle. You have this big down candle here. Look at where we paused today. We didn't clear out all that. So, hard to say for sure. All right, y'all. My time has come to an end. Let's pop into Tesla real quick and look at it one more time. 742. Suppose now at this point it is all about how they guide, right? Oops, turn this on. Will be interesting to see as the night plays out where this thing goes. I want to say thank you to everybody that's tuned in this evening. Thank you, or rather this afternoon. Maybe it's evening for some of you guys. It's afternoon for me. Thank you so much for being here. I do really appreciate it. We at TrendSpider do appreciate it. If you enjoy hanging out, let me hook you up with this real quick. If you enjoy hanging out and you want to know whenever we're hanging out, here's a link. Add that to your calendar. This is all the times that I'm live. Love to see you guys here again. Enjoyed talking shop with you guys. Enjoyed watching the Tesla earnings and enjoyed being probably... potentially the worst guess of all of you. That's my job though, right? Like I'm the host, so I'm supposed to throw myself under the bus from time to time. So yeah, again, thank you all for being here. We do really appreciate it. I'm going to be back on Friday at, I always forget, 10 a.m. Eastern time. I'll be here from 10 till 12 p.m. Eastern time. Would love to see some of you guys. Would love to talk shop. For everybody who's a new user who is hanging out. John, have a good one, man. Good to see you. For everybody who's a new user hanging out for the first time, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a subscriber to the TrendSpider platform. Really happy to have you on. Come to these with your questions about the platform. I'm happy to answer them. And again, remember, we have live chat support. Click that contact us button down in the bottom right-hand corner there. Those guys would be happy to answer any questions that you have. Again, if you need more extensive training, do not hesitate to reach out to us and schedule your training session. Click on your name, top right corner, scroll down to where it says schedule training. You will not see it on my side, but it is there on yours. That will send you to a calendar. We are happy to host you in a training session. So sign up for that. What else, y'all? I guess here I'm going to relink this real quick just so that if anybody is tuning in just now, hasn't seen it, here is a 25% discount for you if you're considering getting an account with us. Use this link, get you 25% off. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you guys on Friday. At least some of you, hopefully. So, yeah. Have a good night. Trade them well. And we'll see you on Friday. Bye.